All right, so now I'm going to show you how to go about organizing your virtual classroom in Class Notebook. So I do want to preface this by saying that the way that you are going to be going about organizing your notebook is entirely subjective. Um, Other people have different preferences as to how they want to go about it, and that's entirely okay. But I'm just going to show you how I would go about it, especially as regards keeping it simple and streamlined for the students who are going to be interacting with the notebook. So when you do create it, you'll notice that there are over here, very importantly, sections, right? And you'll notice section down here and pages. So sections are the bigger folders in which the pages are contained. And you can add an infinite number of each of them as you want. So basically, again, it's up to you how you want to organize your notebook. But very simply, if you'll notice, this is the welcome section here. These are the 3 pages that Microsoft has kind of included. So you're going to want to go through, again, each of these pages just by clicking on them. That's how you access them. And you'll notice that they have a lot of information about that you can read and go through if you feel like you would like to do so. But as of now, the students who are in the class will be able to see this. So I'm going to go about and delete all of these after having gone through and read them, just because we don't need this in our actual virtual classroom. This is for teachers, not for students. So how do I do that? I'm just going to right click on them. I'm just going to delete that. So just right click, delete, right click, and delete. So now my welcome section has nothing in it. So you can go down here to add a page. That's how you're going to do it normally. It says press enter. You could also do that. But to add a page normally, right, when it's not empty, you're just going to click on add a page. It'll say untitled page. The way you title it is just up here under this line. It'll be dated. So I'm going to call it welcome. Welcome. Again, up to you how you want to use this. So I know a lot of teachers have been using this area to give some basic instruction to students as to how to move around the platform, to where to go to find resources, tasks, that kind of thing. So you can again say welcome. You might have a nice welcome message in here. You can add a page about maybe the collaboration space, in which you might put instructions about working with the collaboration space, permissions, behavior, all that kind of stuff. You might do something about the content library. Again, up to you. You might simply put all of this information under the welcome tab and not bother with separating it. It is entirely up to you. Can't stress that enough. So that is the welcome thing. You can use that as you will. I know that's another thing that people have been doing is chronologically kind of writing week 1 and then putting April, the date, to whatever the week is, the end of the week. What is that, the 24th? So that students can go in and look at the week, right? Have all the overview, where to go, where to find their stuff. Just using it as a nice overview. So however you want to use it, these are just some examples I thought I would throw out there. The collaboration space, you'll notice, has a couple sections underneath it. So the welcome page has no sections, but you'll notice that the collaboration space has this one underneath it. All right. So again, Microsoft has all this stuff. I'm going to go ahead. I clicked on collaboration space. This is a new section. I'm going to get rid of it entirely. So that will delete this and the page inside of it. So I'm going to right click on that, just delete the whole thing because I don't want that. So I'll click on collaboration space to add a section. I'm just going to go to add a section. How do I know it's going to add to collaboration space? Well, you'll notice when I click on collaboration space, that little arrow turns down. That means the folder is basically open. So I'm going to add section and maybe call it math group or something like that. Because again, the collaboration space is kind of an interactive area that students can edit. So the math group there, and then I might say math group 1, 2, 3, it's up to you. So the math group can go in there, click on that, have their page, say it's about fractions, right? And again, you can add as many pages within the math group section as you want, right? So the math group, this is all that's going to be contained. Maybe I'll call it probability. I'm going to get into how I'd organize content in a little bit, but again, this is just organizing sections and pages, okay? The content library, again, it has the Microsoft thing. I'm going to delete that, right? And then again, get to organizing how I would like to do so. I have a couple separate videos on the collaboration space and content library coming out, so stay tuned on that if you want to take a look in the tutorial channel here on stream. Otherwise, that should be good for organizing your sections and your pages for your virtual classroom.